kid.
My hero.
You're okay. You're okay.
Look out!
You were always coward. You thought you could be free of me the minute you walked away from this? Find some new vessel to do your bidding? Well, let me tell you this, rat. By fighting for someone else, you're just as bad as me!
Yeah, well, there's just one key difference.
I'm fighting willingly.
As it turns out, a willing host has some benefits. The first one is no trouble with resistance. You appear to be having trouble. Are you losing your touch denial?
You may have compliance, but I have discipline. Whether your host obeys or not, I will always conquer you. You will never pass me.
Maybe not in power, but smarts on the other hand. I prevail.
Oh my god, is he okay?
That was awesome.
It wasn't awesome. It was stupid. That host is alive. It's fragile. You could have killed it and ruined the whole point of this.
Oh, I'm sorry, but if you have so much, why didn't you challenge him? You have way more remnant than he does.
After being separated from my host, all my remnant was stuck on that stupid disc. When Taylor set me free, he only set me free with enough remnant to exist as a physical entity. I have no power.
Wait, that's... Never mind.
I didn't have any other choice. He needed to be knocked out, so I knocked him out. The more time we spend bickering like children, the less time we have before he wakes up. So let's get a move on.
You're right.
You okay? Did he hurt you?
A little bit.
You know he's not himself, right? He didn't mean to hurt you.
I know. Why did you let him out?
I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. It's just the things he said. He seemed like he was okay. I thought maybe I was different.
You can never let him get in your head like that. It's decisions like these that get you and your friends killed. Is that what you want?
She said she was sorry. Back off.
Your plan still remains. Stick to it. First, we need you to understand how anomalies work and their dynamics with hosts. Xenial, you'll be an example.
Oh, goody.
Lesson 1. Anomalies cannot be damaged when their host is asleep. When they're unconscious, anomalies conceal themselves in their host's minds, their own personal defense. If you want to attack the parasite, Nile must be awake.
Let me out.
Lesson 2. Anytime you think you're talking to Nile, you're kidding yourself. Anomalies, especially A11, are always listening. They use the voice of their vessels to bait you out. Xenial?
There's no distinction. We can replicate the voices of our hosts with ease. You will never be able to know if the real version is speaking or not. The best way to combat this? Always assume it's the anomaly, because in our case, it almost always is.
Lesson 3. Anomalies can manipulate who is in control. This is crucial to A11's extraction. 2 things must occur in order to extract him from the host safely. First, the anomaly must be out of the control of the host. Second, the host must be awake, which brings me to Lesson 4. While anomalies are in control, save Xenial and his host, they put their hosts into what I can only describe as a coma in their heads. They can't be awoken unless someone wakes them up. That can be the anomaly, or an outside source.
Wait, you want me to go in his head?
You're the only one who's familiar with possession. You must do this.
I'll be helping you get through, Mia. I've done this before.
Yes, but A11 must not know you're invading his mind. That's where you two come in. You're the diversion.
What kind of diversion?
Simple. Frighten, taunt him, manipulate him back.
What? But I can't do that. He's my friend. And with Xenial's strength, I could kill him.
If he didn't have A11, almost certainly. But your friend has far more power than you or your anomaly contains. But not to worry. Your job isn't to defeat him. Your job is to distract him and give Myra...
Myra.
Yeah, whatever. Myra time to wake up the host.
If he's more potent than us, doesn't that mean we could die?
True. Try not to die. You. Waking him up will give him the ability to overrule A11's control. Once he regains control, Taylor extracts the parasite and we're golden. Any questions?
Yeah. For 5 decades, you've been tormenting me. Tormenting everyone who comes near me. And suddenly, you have a change of heart. What are you getting out of this? Why the hell would you give a damn about anything in our miserable lives that you ruined? Is this somehow connected to the master you continue to serve? Maybe by doing this, he'll look your way for once.
It's not about you, Myra. It's never been about you. This isn't about an end to your pathetic suffering. This isn't about me seeking pride from the man who created me. This is our rebellion against him.
And to return a favor.
To get Nile in a position where he can be awakened would mean that A11 has to be in control, which he seldom is if not for more than a few minutes. How do we bait A11 out and keep him out for that long without him suspecting a trap?
Good question. We won't be doing much baiting out. The better way to say it is we're pushing the host back. We have to put stress on the host. When the body is under immense stress, paired with the dot frequency we'll emit, it will force A11 out. Then it's on us to keep him out.
Sorry, the what frequency?
She means Morse code. We need to emit a Morse code frequency in the room.
Of course. Morse code is how Aspen communicated with the anomalies. That's why they broadcasted the codes outside during the genocide weeks.
Yes and no. Our boss is cunning. He knew his code would be cracked using the standard alphabet. He used Morse code with a shift cipher. That's how we'll be able to trick A11. Using the shift cipher, Taylor will broadcast a convincing message. It may let A11 know if he thinks his boss has returned.
How do we scare Nile out of control?
That will be his best friend's job. You know him the most. You know what makes him tick, pushes his buttons, makes him calm. But more importantly, you know what scares him. His biggest fears, his biggest regrets. You must be the one to push him back and scare him into his subconscious.
How could I do that to him? Hasn't he been through enough as it is?
If you want him to be rid of his torture, you must do this.
I can't.
He's depending on you, Skrill. You know he'd want you to do this.
Hey, you can do this. For Nile?
For Nile.
I should have known better than to continue past your tests. You had potential that my keen eyes appear to have missed.
You guys seem really fixated on pleasing your boss.
I don't think he intended for us to be sentient or capable of emotion. To To fulfill his requests gave us purpose. But when he disappeared, those of us who survived crave his satisfaction to return. It was my craving as well, up until recently. A friend helped me realize that he won't return this time. But without him or his pride, I feel meaningless. A11 appears to be taking the bait enough. Time to do what I do best.
GM, it doesn't have to be what you do best.
How can the thing that I was created to do not be the thing I do best?
I wish Charlie could see you. She misses you. She's grown up a lot, you know, since you last saw her. I doubt you'd even recognize her now. Hey, that's too hot! You're gonna burn your hand! You should come with me, Skrill. You should come home and see your family.
My family?
I'm not talking about your parents, Skrilliot. I mean, us. Charlie would be so happy to see you. You don't know who I'm talking about, do you?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't picture the face.
Skrill, Charlie's your sister! She lived with you in Nile, don't you remember? You took care of her, you raised her, and she was absolutely devastated when you both left her!
It's not my fault, Nova. You think I tried to forget her? When you die, everything gets shattered. Your personality, your appearance, and even your memory.
This is all the more reason to come home, Skrill! You need to see her, and she needs to see you!
Don't you understand? You're splitting me in two. I wasn't given the second chance to live out my life. I was given a second chance to save my best friend. Even if I wanted to go with you, the very thing keeping me alive is restricting me from leaving this place.
Do you want to leave?
I don't know. Of course, I want to leave and reconnect, but I can't leave them.
I'm sorry. You have family here, and I can't make you choose between them. It'll be okay. We'll work it out.
Hello? Oh, sorry to interrupt, but the other's ready to go. Can you direct me to your other friend so I can deliver the news?
Sorry, which other friend?
The shorter one. She has brown hair, red eyes, and fascinating little splits across her face and lips. Kind of like me. I guess that makes us twinsies. Anyway, I'm required to protect her again in the near future.
Oh, you're talking about Myra. I thought she was with you guys.
Oh, my stars! Have you misplaced her? Don't worry, I'll notify the main office of a missing child right away!
She's not a child, and there's no main office to connect to. No one works here anymore.
Oh, okay, no need to panic. Maybe we could contact the police somehow, or take some deep breaths, or I can check the daycare.
Deep Breaths would be a good start for you. Let's start by looking around. She couldn't have gone far. Are you okay to be by yourself?
If I get lost, I know who to call.
Ghostbusters!
Right. Return to Taylor and let them know that Myra is missing and that they should be looking for her.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Xenial, do you know where she might be?
Don't look at me. She's Jan's, not mine.
She's no one's. Okay, Nova, head upstairs to the main atrium. It's a big open area where all the attractions meet. It's a good place to start, I'll check her room. If you need me, I'll be in the attraction called Phaser Blast.
Okay, be careful. Wait! Good luck.
What a miracle it is to see you here, boss. How did you know I'd be here?
You can drop the act, A11. I see through your mask. I should know. I created you after all.
But of course. Anomalies. The masters of make-believe. I'm forever in your service. But I can't do your bidding without being set free. Some brainless humans tied me up in here.
Then I suppose you were not the master of make-believe if they could see through your deception.
GM knew her voice would give herself away. Why was this part of the plan?
It wasn't her voice that gave it away.
What do you mean? How could her voice not give it away?
Maybe out here. Remember that little chip she gave you? It's an illusion disc. It broadcasts a frequency through the speakers that convinces the host's brain, and therefore A11's, that GM is speaking with the voice of our creator. Anomalies have glowing eyes that depend on darkness. The flickering lights must be causing GM's eyes to glow. Now she's just trying to take them off. And I think it's working.
I'm the only one who's still loyal to you. Why did you come here, if not to retrieve me? Release me, if you're so keen.
Very well.
You think I'll fall for the only thing we were created to do, A14? What kind of stupid parasite you take me for?
Quite a stupid one.
That's more like it.
Myra, there you are. We have to go. Taylor's ready now.
Leave me alone.
Leave you alone? What do you mean? What's wrong?
What, you care? It's not about me, is it?
We can't do this without you, so it is about you now.
I'm not some sort of delicate object to be passed around. I deserve to have a say as much as the rest of you, and I am so sick of being treated like a child. And this stupid cough is causing everyone to bend over backwards.
Well, of course they are, Myra. They care about you. That's what people who care about you do.
They trapped me in the daycare with that stupid attendant to babysit me.
To protect you, Myra. Look what Nile did to me the minute we were alone. Look what he did to you the minute you two were alone. They were trying to protect you.
You are all just as susceptible to his attacks as I am. Why me?
Oh my gosh, Myra, you're bleeding.
It's fine. It happens.
Coughing up blood doesn't exactly happen.
It happens to me, okay? Not everything that happens here is normal in the wonderful life you come from.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Do you have any idea what it's like to be stuck on this goddamn earth, forced to kill innocent people against your will? Do you know what it's like to watch someone you love die right in front of you?
Yes! Look, I get it, okay? Your life was terrible, and I'm sorry that the world treated you so badly. But that does not give you the right to make assumptions about how amazing my life is. When Nile died, Skrilliot was just broken. I tried to be there for him as much as I could, but he just shut everyone out, including me. Of course, at the time, I was struggling with my own grief, what with the death of someone I loved. And I couldn't count on my best friend to support me. Hell, I was looking after his little sister Charlie since he'd been gone so often. My therapist told me I should confront my fear and see Nile. But I wasn't about to go to his grave in the cemetery where everyone would stare at me with those stupid, pitiful expressions. I needed to go where he died. That was where I needed to go to face my fear. After Nile's funeral, I headed out to the memorial where he was found. But I found someone else there instead. I didn't know what to do, so I just called the number I knew could help. Now I'm here with both of them alive, but one of them doesn't want to leave, and the other tried to kill me! I don't want them to suffer any more than they've had to. I can't do that without you, Myra. Please. I need them. They need you too.
Oh, thank the stars! My sunshine! Are you alright? I looked all around for you. You must stay in my sights. You've been weak these last few days.
I'm fine. Thank you for looking after me.
It's my job, sunshine. And I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Are you ready to go?
I'm scared.
You don't have to be, Myra. I'll be with you the whole time.
So will I. You're in the safest hands with me. You know what always makes me feel better? Drinking every single flavor of Fizzy Faz! All 4 flavors together creates a flavor rainbow!
I doubt any of the machines will have Fizzy Faz, assuming it hasn't expired, but thank you. I think I'm ready.
Your loss. Alright, you two, hold on to me like you're giving me the biggest, tightest, squeeziest hug ever! Here we go! I'll make a report to my creator about that. Now, I don't exactly know how this whole possession thing works. I was instructed to protect you while you were out of commission. So, do you know how to do this possession thingy?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for doing this.
See you on the other side.
This is the best you got. You've really let yourself go.
Really, Zen? It's a bit predictable, don't you think?
Myra's in, but she needs more time than I think Screwiot has to give.
I explicitly told him to try not to die. That moron is pissing him off. But you're right. He needs more time. Stall him as much as you can.
What are you doing?
Making time!
Monty, go help Skrill.
What are you doing?
Nile?
Relax, it's me. We don't have time for questions. A10 is running out of time, so we need to find Nile now.
Monty.
You know someone's in Nile's headspace.
You did well, my friend. We need to warn Myra. A11 will get in the way of her waking Nile up. If she can't do that, we can't proceed.
I should have no reason to suspect a possession of a person until an anomaly, however. That would get his attention.
GM.
Correct. And she was giving me the time that I needed. It's a battle in the headspace now. I don't think I would have survived without him. Can you fix him?
A11 fried his personality chip. Sure, can fix him, but he won't be Monty.
I'm sorry. I hope Myra and Jim are doing okay.
There. Go now.
Think you're clever, Princess, when we learn anomalies are smarter than humans.
I'll kill you if you touch her again!
Oh, I see. The cowardly parasite was finally brave enough to show her hideous face again.
Do you taunt humans because you're too much of a coward to fight someone your own size? Or are you really that pathetic? Both, perhaps?
You couldn't even fight me without hiding behind puny disguise. And I'd argue that was better for you. I mean, you stood no chance against me. You were fooled by a human before.
Remind me, what took you so long to realize that this human had infiltrated your mind? Oh, right. You were fooled by a human too.
Fine. You're so confident and superior. Fight me. What? You scared? Or did you lose? Come on, fight me!
Bring it on, parasite.
Nile! Nile, please wake up! Nile!
He's going after your body. Myra, hurry up!
I'm trying! Nile! Nile, come on!
Go to Myra. Don't let him get to her. Go, now!
Ah! Xenio, you have to go after him. Leave me here, I'll be fine.
We can't separate from the host, Skrill. I'm sorry.
We have to do something, Xenio. Come on, we have to do something.
Son! Nova! We need to get Myra out of here! Nile is coming!
Is he better now?
No, it's worse. Way worse. A11 must have caught on, and he knows Myra's doing a possession on him. He's on his way to kill Myra. We need to get her out of here, now!
The rope is malfunctioning, so I can't get her down as safely or as quickly as
I don't care about the safety precautions. Risks will have to be taken to save her life. Now let's go. It's too late.
Come now, my friend. Take care. There's no place for a couple of grown-ups.
You stay away from us!
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Cabrera. I'm just here to pick up one of my lost and found belongings. Oh, hey, you found it!
Nile, I know you're in there. Please, fight it.
Nile isn't here anymore, my dear. But if he were, I'm sure he'd think you were a murderer, just like him.
Nova!
You were so brave! You deserve a lollipop!
Son.
A11, please. You don't need to do this. I know about Afton. I know what you were doing for recognition, but he's not coming back for you. You can make your own choices.
How do you know you won't turn on me like he did?
Because... I'll take the first step.
Well, this is a first. I haven't had a first in a long time.
I trust you, Denial.
Well then, that's your mistake.
it's you. Just kill me already.
What do you mean? My head. What's going on?
Nile! No, don't, please, my leg's broken. Please, just sit. Just sit.
What the hell happened?
Myra, check on Myra, please.
She's not waking up. Why isn't she waking up?
She had nothing left to give. Is everyone okay? Where's Taylor? Where's Taylor, Xenial? Xenial? Where is he? Where is Taylor? Stupid, you moron! We knew Myra was going to die, that's why I was going to revive her! You weren't supposed to fall! I told you not to trust him!
It hurts. It hurts.
You can't make me choose like this!
No. Save her.
I'm sorry. I failed you. I'm a failure.
You'll do great.
No, don't say things like that. Just breathe. Just breathe with me. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and... Taylor.
I can't live without her. Myra, please.
What happened? Nile? Nile, what happened? Are you okay? Did it work? I heard a commotion, but I ripped all the strings out and you seemed like you were waking up. Is this real? You heard the markings are gone and... Nile? Say something!
I love you. I'm sorry I didn't say it before.
I love you too. Is everyone okay? Nova, are you okay?
Yeah. Fine.
Where are the anomalies?
I don't know. Xenio? I don't hear him. He's gone.
Myra. Your eyes. They're blue.
Blue. I'm alive. I'm human. But what does this mean?
It means you can leave. All of you can leave.
Where would we go?
Come live with me. I have the space. You can get jobs, get your own places, and live the lives that were stolen from you.
Thank you.
Check out that hair! I remember that blonde glory.
Will we have to get fake IDs and passports and things like that?
We'll handle it later, Myra. For now, let's start with walking out of the building.
I'm scared.
Then let's be scared together.
Come on, you two! You've got to see the house. There's no need to live in a massive mall anymore. I'll show you what luxury looks like.